This is the question. I want to know schools in Austria. I want to know the tuition fee in Austrian schools. I want to know the cost of living in Austria. I want to know about opportunities in Austria. Go to my channel. Everything you are asking me is there. Okay, follow all these details. All these things this person is asking for Austria, they are on my channel. Go there, take what you can have. Then you have a phone. Go to Google, do more research. If you still have a problem, when I drop a post, comment under and say, Milton, I have this problem. Then I will address it from there. Then we move forward and life is easy. Then why is it that my visa for Ireland was refused? And when I asked her what was actually the problem, she then showed me some things, and I think it's high time I tell my followers what they should be doing, because there are a lot of things people don't seem to understand when it comes to this study visa abroad. Today we are going to be talking about Ireland. I'm not talking about Northern Ireland. I'm talking about Republic of Ireland. My name is Milton Fonkwa. If this is your first time here, please do not forget to share this video. So first of all, before we even proceed, Ireland does not have a visa interview. In case you are thinking of applying for a visa to Ireland and you are like, oh, I really don't want to attend interview. If you don't want to attend interview, then Ireland is the country for you. But remember, this country is not a cheap country. It is not in the level of Lithuania and Latvia, okay? So if you want to apply, please make sure that you put things into consideration. Now, let me tell you about some common reasons that you may be rejected your study visa to Ireland, and also what you can do in this case. Also understand that if you want to apply for visa, not just for Ireland, any country, the first thing you should know is that your documents should be visible, they should be legible, and they should be clear for anybody who can read, right? They should be clear. Then also make sure you meet requirements. I always tell people, if you watch my video and I say something, I don't mention the requirements, it's not your duty to look for where. Rather, ask me for links, not for what are the requirements. Anyways, like I told you, you have to meet requirements, visa requirements, if you want to study in Ireland. And I'm not going to talk about the documents because there is a video here you are going to watch, okay, about everything. If you check the channel, you are going to see. So let's talk about some of the reasons why you may be rejected a visa to study in Ireland. Now, the very first reason I want to talk about, I'm going to be checking my jotter here, is you did not show during the visa application stage, you didn't tell the Irish government that you will return back home after your studies. Yeah, remember, no government wants liabilities. No government wants people to come in and don't leave. But of course, they know that when you are applying for this visa, you may leave and you may not leave. They know. But first thing first, what do? Prove them wrong, right? By doing the right thing. So the first thing is you have to write an obligation to return. And this obligation to return is a document you have to sign. All right. I think you can go to maybe the court or is it the police and get a document like that. Call it, I don't know, but it is a document you need to sign to show that you have to return back home after your studies. What are such documents that can make you return back home? If you have a business, show them the business, all right, and explain on your letter of explanation. There is a letter you have to write. Explain on your letter of explanation that after you finish your program, this is your business. You have to go back to your business and of course continue doing your business, because you don't have anybody who can manage the business. You know how you are going to explain this, but just know that you have to explain this so they know that you are going to leave their country. And remember, if you are telling them about anything business, you have to show business documents. You have to show tax document. Tax is very important. Tax in Obotoibo is not something to joke with. They don't joke with it. So if you want to show a document that you have not, I know most of us, we not to do that thing. We not to pay tax. Please make sure you show your tax documents up to date. Then you show the business document. Then if you are married, you can also tell them, I have my family back home, and when I finish my program, I have to go back home to do this, and this. To explain, of course, you have to write a letter of explanation to talk about all of this. So it's very important. If you have a job back home, fine and good, you explain this. All right, it's almost the same situation with Canada study permit, so please put that into consideration. Then another reason why your visa may be rejected is study gaps. Yeah, study gaps. Most of us, we left school 10 years 15 years ago, and now we want to apply to Ireland. Okay, it's not a problem. Anybody can study. Of course, yes, anybody can study. But how are you going to defend study gaps? Since you left school, what have you been doing? Have you been working? If you have not been working, what have you been doing? You cannot just leave school and you sit at home. No, it's not proper. Even if I'm the visa officer, I will never give anybody who left school and sat at home. It means you are not serious with your life. What are you doing at home whereas others are working? So show evidence. What is the study gap? Is it that you have been working? If you've been working, bring the documents. Okay, if you have been doing other things, bring documents. They want to see why you are not in school. Study gaps is very important. Or if you worked at a certain time, then you went back to school, bring evidence to show all of that. It's very important for you to put this. Now we are done with this reason. Let's talk about another reason why you can be rejected a student visa to Ireland. The reason is the choice of the course. Remember, let me state this here categorically clear. When you want to apply for a program to study in Ireland, and you intend getting the visa, of course, that should be your goal. Note that you need to apply for a program that relates to what you studied during your undergraduate before, or you need to apply for what relates to your job experience, to your employment experience now. For example, you left school by graduating in literature, right? Maybe 10 years ago, and now you are working as a banker. No problem. You can decide to study something related to banking and finance, or you can decide to go back and do something that relates to literature. But if I'm you, I will advise you to go for something that relates to maybe banking and finance, because that's what you are currently doing and it makes a lot of sense. Remember, you are going to still explain on that document, right? So check the requirements you need to apply for Ireland student visa. It's very important. Education gaps are very important for you to explain. It's either you are working, or you are going back to school, or you are doing a trade. If you are doing a trade, bring documents. It's very simple like that. So guys, another reason why you can be rejected this visa are fake documents. Fake documents. I know many people, they will be like, Milton, oh, can I get this? No, don't contact me. I don't know anything about that. I know they do all show kind work. No, don't contact me. If you don't have a document, you don't have it. If you submit a document, and I know some people will still be like, oh yeah, the people don't use them before, they not catch them. But go and try it and you will see something. Don't use any document which is not legit to apply for a visa. Not just for Ireland, not just for UK, not just for US, not just for Canada. Anywhere you are going, not just for Latvia, Lithuania. Please avoid such things. You may be applying for the document and you may not get caught, but maybe before you think you are smart, maybe you are going back to apply for PR. They now open the system and start looking at your documents. Milton, you submitted this on this day. Why is it that this is different now? It doesn't make sense. So avoid such documentation when you are trying to apply for visa. Now, let's go to a very important reason, and I want to talk about this: insufficient funds. Please, have you subscribed to the channel? Please subscribe to the channel and also like this video. That is all I'm asking you. I'm not asking for money, right? Thank you. So guys, the next important thing that you need to put into consideration is insufficient funds. Remember, like I said, requirements for you need to first of all check the requirements. Very important before you proceed with anything visa application. Now, insufficient funds, you need to first of all know how much is proof of funds. Somebody came to my page and on Facebook and was saying that he can move to the brother moved to Ireland with 5 million. How much is 5 million, by the way? Convert, you are going to see it's too small. Schools in Ireland charge from at least 10,000 euros more for 1 year programs, not even 2 years. Then some schools go as far as charging as 15, 16, 17,000 for 1 year. Remember, you need to pay all this money complete. Some may pity you and take 50%, and of course the remaining 50% you still need to add to your proof of funds. And now, after this tuition fee funds money, we are not talking about the tuition anymore. Proof of funds money is 10,000 euros. You are not even debating with anybody on this one. Okay, it's 10,000 euros. So you should know this. Now, after paying tuition, assuming you don't have enough money, insufficient funds is a problem, right? That you will be rejected. But this is what you are going to do. If you pay 40% of your tuition, all right, if you pay 40%, and how much is left? 60%. Don't go and apply for visa without having this remaining 60% plus living cost money. Living cost is 10,000 euros. That one must be in your account or your sponsor's account. Now, what about your tuition? Did you pay first year tuition fee completely? If yes, that is good. You attach the receipt. If you didn't pay complete, how much did you pay? 40, 50%, 75%. If you pay 75%, you are left with 15%. Add the remaining 15% to that 10,000 euros. And make sure you have more than the 10,000 euros. Don't just have the exact amount. Okay? So in essence, if you pay all your tuition, scan the receipt and upload alongside your documents. If you pay half, add the other half to the application, to the living cost money, which is 10,000 euros. Living cost, even if you pay all your tuition fee and living cost is 10,000 euros, according to the Irish government, and you go and you put 9,500, you don't have enough money. It's insufficient funds. Follow instructions and do the right thing. It's very important. Now, another point you may be rejected is if you do not have any link with your sponsor. You can sponsor yourself to Ireland. You can have a sponsor, but remember to attach documentations. Okay, it's very important. Also, if you don't have any link with a sponsor, you can be rejected. Now, the link to your sponsor, if the sponsor, and the best people to sponsor you are your father, mother, uncle, or auntie, because of course these people have somehow a surname related on your birth certificate. I think you guys have the same surname or something. So these people are related to you. Even if you don't have the same surname, your parents should have the same surname with them. So you have to put this into consideration. Don't lie. Go do the right thing. Okay. Now, the documents you can attach to prove this are definitely birth certificate, no other one. Don't say, oh, I have a friend who wants to sponsor me. Your friend cannot sponsor you. What if your friend says he's going to sponsor you, then later on abandon you? What will happen? Of course, your parents can still abandon you, but the chances are so slim. So the visa officer will look at these possibilities, okay, before giving you the visa. Avoid friends. Otherwise, you can just take money from anybody and the person sponsors you. What is even the guarantee, by the way? Okay, and you remember you're showing where these people are also getting their money from. It's very important. Source of your sponsor's money or source of the money in your account. Where did your sponsor get the money? Where did you get the money? So you need to show all these things. If you have a business, attach the documents. Okay, if you are doing, for those of my Cameroonians watching me, the embassy is in Abuja, Nigeria. Is it Lagos? No, Nigeria. So you will do it from there. If you are doing any business transactions using mobile money, please make sure you keep receipts and also make sure your business is registered. They are so important. I hope this video will help you. These are just some few updates I wanted you to know. Then I'll be talking about some other informations on Schengen visas, study visas, opportunities abroad. Please share this video so that somebody can benefit. It's very important. I have a lot of people in my DMs. They don't even watch videos. Please, if you don't watch videos completely, come into my DM. I cannot repeat something that I said in a video. I hope you understand. So it's very simple as that. Thank you so much. Till we meet again.